I enter now the temple of the void, the sacred silence that strips me of all that I am not. I come not to perform, but to presence, not to impress, but to remember. And may what moves through me be real. May what reaches you be truth. And may we meet somewhere between the ache and the infinite as divine sparks in the dark. Honey, there's something that you need to remember. You are the flame, and you are the flame keeper. The moment of your conception, when a sperm fuses with an egg, in that very moment of conception, of fusion, do you know that a spark of light is given off? It's as though there's a spark of consciousness that comes and infuses the egg that's creating new life. It's like a lightning bolt shoots into this egg. And I believe that's the moment consciousness enters creation, new life. And as you're growing in the womb, you're finally ready to come out, right? And you have to go through the ring of fire. The ring of fire is your mother's initiation into motherhood. And it's not exactly pleasant for baby either. The vaginal muscles are squeezing baby, and there are plates in baby's head, and the body is so supple that it gets kind of squeezed into these positions, and it can't be very comfortable for a baby. And the baby also has to make its way through the ring of fire. Feel it in a very different way. But that's also like an initiation into this life that we chose to reincarnate to. Believe that. We chose this life. We chose every aspect of this life. We chose a soul mission and everything that comes with it. We are born as these little flames, these fires that have all these needs and desires. The problem is that when we're babies, that fire has to be tended to by our mothers. And being a mother is fucking hard. It's so hard. And it's hard to tend to that flame at all times. And babies have to learn that not all of their wants and needs can be given in any given moment. There has to be a give and take between baby and mother. The mother is the main source of tending to the fire within a baby and within a child. And that fire can either be tended to and nurtured in a way that it grows, and that fire is reinforced in the child, it is cultivated in the child. And when they become adults, they know who they are. They know what they are here to do. But that doesn't happen very often, does it? More often than not, there are conditions placed on love. There are conditions placed on our wants, on our needs. And those conditions create a cage where the fire is kept small and even smothered. But you have to remember that the fire can never go out. Even if it's the smallest little ember, that fire never goes out. Life can feel as bleak as it can get, but there is still a tiny little ember in there. And if that ember can be found, oh honey, then your flame can come roaring back to life. But this time under your terms. Because now you're the keeper of your flame. You're the one who tends to it and nurtures it. And what nurtures our flame? Well, that's when it's so important to create a really a trusting and a very close relationship to our intuition, to our body, to ourselves. We have to know ourselves to tend to the flame. And for me, that has been an experiment of working through things that I think that I want, and then learning through doing or being that those things aren't actually what I want. Those things don't nourish my flame like I thought that they would. And so for me, it has been this giant life experiment to see what fans my flame, what helps it grow bigger, what helps it grow smaller. What makes it go smaller is when I try to make myself smaller, when I play into my wounding, when I'm afraid to be seen, when I'm afraid to be heard. I have beliefs that limit me because the fire isn't meant to be limited. Now, I feel like I have to say a caveat too, that you also don't want to create such a raging and out of control fire that it consumes you. But that also is a path. And if that's one that you chose to do, the fire can help clear things out. It can help. If it does consume you, you will make it out on the other side. It's just another path that you choose. And either path, it's a path of knowing thyself. What tends, what nurtures my flame? Really sit down in meditation and ask yourself, what tends to my flame? Become aware of actions, of even words that you use. Does it create expansion and opening in the body? Or does it create contraction and smallness? What nurtures the flame? What helps it grow? It's crucial to know. Crucial to know. Because honey, you and your flame were put here on this earth to set the world ablaze. It's time. It's time to remember that you are the flame and you are the flame keeper. And the beauty about now being in a position, not being a baby anymore, being in a position where you can love yourself, you can take care of yourself. you then have the power. You have the power for nurturing your own sovereignty, for nurturing your own flame. And by showing up from that space, your flame then helps ignite other people and their flames. Their flames may be dwindling down to an ember too. And just through your presence, or maybe through kind words, maybe just through your frequency, your fire of sovereignty helps ignite that in somebody else. And isn't that the most beautiful gift you can give to this world? I am a divine spark, sending out a flare into the velvety nothingness, praying that it reaches those who remember the frequency. If you feel this, if you are this, come on, let's build a bridge to one another. And in doing so, bring heaven to earth.